All right, moving on to the Karen Reed trial here. I'm totally riveted. We're joined by Aidan Kearney, who is better known as Turtleboy. He is a real presence in the Boston area. Been a big advocate on behalf of Karen Reed, who's been accused of murdering her policeman boyfriend, John O'Keefe. That was in 2022. Karen's retrial comes after a jury in her first trial was unable to reach a unanimous verdict on, actually only on one charge against her in July 2024, but she's facing all three again for another round. The idea is the prosecutors think that Karen Reed deliberately hit her boyfriend because she was drunk and in a rage and left him to die in the snow on a snowy January night in 2022. Her defense team has alleged that a group of police officers from Boston actually beat O'Keefe to death and framed Karen for the murder. So Turtleboy, he's the reason you see all these people outside the courthouse is because of him. Aidan, Turtleboy, how you doing, man? Aidan or Turtleboy? What do you prefer?
Either one's fine.
Okay, I'll go with Aidan for now. What happened today? I understand there was a digital intelligence expert out there going through phone data, and he said it indicates that John O'Keefe did not go inside the home of that Boston cop at all, as the defense team has suggested, after he got out of Karen's car. So was he convincing?
No, well, I mean, he's a moron. He also said that you could make your phone, your Apple Health data, go up and down 3 flights of stairs. He said if you were driving around, he said he did a test where he drove around and he moved his phone around and it got his Apple Health data to say he was climbing stairs. He didn't show any videos of this, any evidence of this. I actually conducted this same test on that same street in Canton, Oakdale Road, where they claim that John O'Keefe's phone was going up and down 3 flights of stairs. And we had 3 phones on us, and we conducted this test, and lo and behold, none of the phones showed us going up and down any flights of stairs. So he
is it
didn't
a hilly
document
drive?
this.
Is it a hilly drive from the bar in Canton to the Brian Albert's house on 34 Fairview Road?
You don't even realize you're in Massachusetts, when you're driving. It is like, because there's some towns in Massachusetts that are a little hilly. Not Canton. Canton's got no hills. So it's one of the flattest streets I've ever seen driving through there. I actually I posted the video earlier on my Twitter account of that road. It is probably the flattest street in the entire town of Canton, Oakdale Road, when you drive through it. So I don't care. This guy he is nothing more than a hired gun for the Commonwealth, paid to do PR for Jen McCabe. That's who he basically represents. He's Jennifer McCabe's lawyer. And he's there to basically exonerate her and continue this fantasy that John O'Keefe didn't go inside Brian Albert's house.
So Jennifer McCabe is the sister-in-law of the man who owned the cop that owned the house where there was an after party. Jennifer McCabe. There seems to be a lot of focus this time around, more focus on Jennifer McCabe. In what role? As like the secret keeper, the one holding the conspiracy together? Because, if the cops are guilty and they are framing Karen Reed, these are like 12 people more that are all keeping a secret and not changing their story. Nobody's breaking. Someone's got to hold them together. Is that her, you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's the quarterback of this whole thing. She was there when she made sure that she was there when Karen Reed found John O'Keefe's body. She made sure that nobody came out of the house. She says it on the 911 call. You can hear her whispering to her sister, nobody's coming out of the house. She was the person who Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. and 40 seconds. And it was the only Google search that she deleted out of 4,580 Google searches. Ian Whiffen disputed that today. He said that she's actually deleted thousands of Google searches, which contradicts Jennifer McCabe's previous testimony that she doesn't know how to delete a Google search. So I found that kind of interesting that they said that today. So yeah, she's the most important witness for the Commonwealth. She's like, they can't have a case without her because she invited John to the house. She's playing stupid, like she's innocent and all this, like she's that she loved John, and she's the most important witness against Karen Reed.
It's interesting that, the first time around, it was like a slam dunk, and somehow they had a mistrial, and now they're all back. I thought the prosecutor was horrendous the first time. This guy, Hank Brennan, does seem to be a little bit better. Are they doing better, the prosecution, from inside the courtroom, or is it another blowout?
I mean, define better. It's like you can't tell. It depends how the jury is viewing them, and you can't tell just by looking at some of these people's faces what's going on in their mind. They were not here today for the voir dire of the ARCA experts, who Brennan is petrified of. He has nightmares about those guys in his sleep, and he does not want them testifying because they're going to testify that John O'Keefe was not hit by a car, that it's physically impossible for his injuries to have come from an automobile collision. So he's up there. He wasted 3 hours of our life today. Kind of being the biggest douche ever to these guys and grilling them about, when they made phone calls to, hey, how long were you talking to them for? Did you eat a meal of food with them? Or did you talk to her parents? Did you do this? Did you do that? All because he doesn't want them to testify that John O'Keefe wasn't hit by a car.
Turtleboy, Aidan Kearney, big blogger, big podcaster, running sort of operations with the people in the court of public opinion there in Boston. Do you have to run, or do you have an extra minute?
I do have to run. Yeah,
you got to run. Okay, we'll stay in touch, but you got to follow Turtleboy on YouTube, on Twitter, on X. If you're into the Karen Reed trial, nobody's more into it than you. Hey, thank you so much. Let's stay in touch. I appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Wow, I love it. You know, you gotta love a Boston guy. He calls him a douche. I said douche running around. It's just, this guy's incredible. Okay, what a busy day, huh? Anything there you guys want to add before we wrap this up? You good? You good? Everybody's okay back there? Any final thoughts? Look at that.
Yeah. I think we're good. I did appreciate being a Boston guy that he called him a douche. I was laughing too.
Yeah, and as a Boston guy, do you appreciate the fall from grace of your football coach, Bill Belichick? I just want to know that, Steve.
The yoga pose is the one that hurt me the most, where he's on his back with his leg in the air. It was tough to take. Very tough to take.
Unless you focus on her, then it gets a little easier. All right, hot mics.
Wait, we have a question. We have a live question right now.
Oh, live question from the...
Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
Here comes Jake.
Here we go, Jake.
Yeah, somebody wants to know, how do you think Bill Belichick and Jordan met?
Oh, I think they met on a train, right? He was on a train. He was on an Amtrak train, and she was like
on a plane.
A plane is what we're...
Planes, trains, automobiles, who cares? They were in transport.
Nobody buys that.
And she said, "You're Bill." Oh my God, I was a cheerleader, and you're a coach, and he was like, and the rest is history. Hot Mics with Billy Bush, presented by LA Golf. Take your swing to the next level with LA Golf's cutting-edge technology. Visit lagolf.com and upgrade your game like Jamel Hill is going to upgrade hers. I'm going to make sure she gets that putter. You can always listen to us exclusively on TuneIn, or ask Alexa or Google to hit Hot Mics with Billy Bush. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it deeply. And thanks for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday with a little, I think our friend, hopefully Teddy Mellencamp will be coming in here in the studio with us. I love her so much, my neighbor. That's it for us.